So let me get to the notes, and we're going to do relationship advice 25. I can't believe this either, kids. Let's see here. Bombshell. I've been with my gal for a year. I want to get her a blue diamond pan. It seems like it would be a great gift. Or would I be considered a male chauvinist, like, that's too 1950s era, where all I think about is barefooting in the kitchen? What's your advice, please? I know I'm going to start getting a lot of these that y'all want to buy this or that. And I'm grateful. I started that, a couple nights ago when the gentleman wanted to buy a great big stuffed animal for the young lady. And I think that I will give great advice on this, because when it comes to buying, that's one thing I know a lot about. So, let me give you some help on this. I know the two individuals asking the question, so this helps me out, giving you a fresh perspective and a third eye view. I believe that she would not view it as a male chauvinist, and she would enjoy the thoughtful, kind gift that you are giving her in this blue diamond pan. I've seen it on TV, and I gotta say, it's made my Christmas list. Not that I'll get one, it's just made my Christmas list. And I think that it's a great idea to have a pan that nothing can stick to it. Trust me, after doing the cleaning of the crock pot this past Sunday, yeah, I'm for anything that is almost self-cleaning. When you don't have a dishwasher, you appreciate it that much more. Just saying, we've never had a dishwasher. Grandpa always said that the dishwasher had two hands, and usually it was him, but now it's me. Okay, let's see here. Bombshell. I love my man of 2 years, and I don't want to change him. However, when he kisses and hugs me, his stubble is getting to me. I saw this beard and mustache trimmer, and I want to get it, but I don't want to offend him or start a fight. It's just I'd be happy if it was little or nothing. I just don't have the heart to tell him. So I thought maybe a trimmer could reduce, almost diminish, the hair. Is this a good idea, or am I going to start a fight? Well, as the old saying goes, you can't change a man. Once you get one, be glad you got him, because, if you get unhappy, they may use that in a fight and walk away. Which men seem to walk away more than they do stay. And they look for any reason that you can give them in order to walk away. So I guess my fear for you is, if you're honest and you tell him that, hey, you know what, I'm really not digging the facial hair, that he might walk away. However, if you give him this trimmer and he goes, well, why'd you give me this for? How are you going to explain it, is my question to you. If you're going to come off going, well, it's just a nice, thoughtful gift. I thought that yours was broke or something. He's going to be going, really? And then if you tell him, well, it's starting to get to my face, he's going to think you're too much of a diva. If you tell him, when we snuggle or get close and, that stubble just gets to me, he's going to be going, really? So it's a touchy topic, You guys have only been dating for, let's see, how long was it, a year? So you guys are still in that honeymoon phase, where maybe if you tell him that, the stubble is bothering you, he might be like, okay, I'll work on it, hun. But there's always that chance that they're going to head for the hills and run. In any relationship, there's always that chance that they'll get spooked. And the slightest little thing can spook them. I hate to tell you this, girls, but it's the God's honest truth. It's just like, I got asked in my Dear Bombshell, what about relationships do you think is easy? I don't think anything worth having is easy. I don't think that any relationship is ever easy. It takes two people to, be like, you know what? Throw your worst at me, and you can try to push me away, say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, and I'm going to be right here and stick like glue. That's when you're in a serious relationship. The moment that the slightest thing can spook them, then they're either not as serious as you thought they were, or they're in the just fishing expedition to find something to fill a void that they may have had for maybe 2 or 3 days and then move on. Um, I always say when it comes to relationships, it is the hardest thing to make work, and it is work because you've got to give your all and they've got to give their all. To me, there is not, you can say it's 50-50, but when you look at the whole deal as a relationship, it is not 50-50. Everybody has to be fully committed in order to make it work. And there may be times that you disagree with something, like this woman with the facial hair thing, and maybe that is one of your hang-ups, that you usually don't go for men with facial hair. He happens to have facial hair, so you're having to go, okay, is it worth it? That's a decision you have to make on your own. Nobody can make that decision but you and yourself, to see if it's worth it. I would say that when it comes to relationships, you have to really weigh the pros, weigh the cons, and if you're fearful or scared, don't just be like, at the first sign of trouble, running. Open your mouth and share your concerns, because those fears and anxieties that you may have could be worked out, but you have to share your past history, you have to share your current history in order to work on a future. It's your present and your past that affect your future. And if a person can accept that, then you have a future. If they can't and they keep finding faults and they nitpick until they find a fault, then you're not going to have a future. You see where I'm going with this? And going into this holiday season, it's so nice to give, but it's better to receive. Let's not forget that. And no matter if it's a small token, like a necklace, charm bracelet, something that small to something big, I'm just going to go there. The Almighty. Think about the time, the effort, whatever that person did to make you feel so important, so special in their life, to make you want to make them feel appreciated just as much. And it needs to be an equal balance going into this, staying in it. You can't just have this up and down thing. And the very most important thing I can tell you all, it's like that old Steve Holy song that I used to sing. Love don't run. Love don't walk away. And I'm not going to get teary-eyed over that. But it's the God's honest truth, and that song speaks volumes. And if you haven't heard it before, I suggest you go listen to it, especially all of you asking these relationship advice questions. And let me tell you something right now. It isn't about what you get, because the greatest thing of all you can't buy. You can't buy love. You can't buy time. Those two things are God-given. And I think we lose sight of the purpose of the holiday. Going into this holiday, I've never appreciated the people in my life that are in my life. That's never made me feel like an inconvenience. That's never made me feel like a problem or just something that they had to contend with. And, sorry. I've lost so much this year. Last year and this year, both, if you think about it, with my stepdad, Dad Mike, passing to my grandma. That there's things and moments that you cherish for the rest of the days of your life. And that's the greatest gift you can give someone. The opportunity to be there for them at their weakest moments, to the opportunity for being there at the best moments, and sometimes creating those best moments. I'm not so much on the element of surprise, but I am on the element of giving this holiday season. And you know me, I've been promoting, let's put thankful back into Thanksgiving. Let's, be grateful for things in Thanksgiving. And I really hope that during this month of November, you have taken some effort, whether it was a small thing or a big thing, you have impacted somebody else's day and hopefully made a difference in their life. And that's what I hope for each and every one of you out there this Thanksgiving. That's what I hope this platform does for everybody out there. It helps let them see my bad times, let them see my good times, but most importantly, it's my story to share with you all. My life I've shared with you all, and I don't regret a moment of it. We all live, we all, maybe not so publicly, we all have their own stories that we maybe don't share so publicly. But I've always said, I made mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I am not ashamed. And I seen somebody out tonight, and they said to me, we want you to know how proud we are of you because this year has not been easy on you. I said, thank you. I appreciate that. But my best thing that I can do this November is give back. And that's what I hope you've all done in some small way, has given back somehow. I'm going to dry these tears up and then I'm going to sing for you. I hope that you all take these recommendations for heart. I know that a lot of you all are getting ready to not only embark on turkey, but hit the stores. And I don't envy you on hitting the stores. I can remember about 3 years ago, maybe 4 now, my grandma, her request was she wanted that vacuum that I want to replace so bad that wants to eat its own cord. I had to go out during Black Friday at Walmart to get that vacuum. I'll never forget it. And let me just say, let's not have fights over items, please. Let's not push and shove. Let's be respectful. Let's, have a Black Friday that we can all be proud of if you take your kids to it and not be ashamed of, to show greed, to show, oh yeah, I got it, and by goodness, rush up to the register. Let's take a little time to put a holiday back into our heart during this Thanksgiving season. I always say Thanksgiving gets overlooked by the next holiday, and that always irritates me. People are putting up their Christmas tree almost the day after Halloween. Me, I'm still an old-fashioned traditionalist, and that tree is not going up until Thanksgiving is over. That's just the way it is. And of course, we have a cat that loves to get into things, so I don't know if we're going to put our tree up this year or not, but I'm sure my niece tomorrow will probably be, oh yes we are, so we'll just have to wait and see. I adore all of you, you know that. I wish you nothing but the best this Thanksgiving. Please take a moment to, when you sit down at Thanksgiving dinner, to say what you are thankful for. Whether it was something small to something major that you did this Thanksgiving to impact someone's life, share it. And maybe you can impact others going forward. That's what I hope and pray for you this Thanksgiving. Be a blessing to someone else. Stay tuned because I'm going to sing next for you.